Hello and welcome to Olymp Trade. My name is Angie. I'm a financial analyst with Olymp Trade, and today we are going to be talking about Forex. Yesterday we spoke about FTT, that's fixed time trading, and today I'm going to show you how to trade on Forex. I'll tell you about the differences and show you how everything works. First and foremost, of course, let's go ahead and check the sound and the picture to make sure that you can hear me and that you can see me well. I always like to ask all of our viewers and our dear traders to go ahead and let me know in chat what country you are joining me from today. So you can just type your country, and also please let me know if you are new. You can simply type new in chat, and this way I will know that you guys can hear me and that you guys can see me, and then of course we'll get started. Let's see here. So I'm just going to be shifting my focus to the right hand side so I can see you guys in chat. Once again, please let me know if everything is okay with the sound and the picture, please. Loud and clear from Kenya. New here. Welcome, Patrick. Hello from, yes, we can hear you from India, 8184 Tiger, hello. Let's see here, we have Naman, Walter, oh, that's a big name, Kondamandu, welcome also from India. Kanhaya is, hi, I am new and for the first time, India, hello. Santosh is from Mumbai, India, hello, lots of people from India today. How is everything doing with the situation in India? You guys, if you can let me know in chat how the situation is doing with the coronavirus, how's the lockdown doing, how are you guys doing? Let's see here, Rohan from India, we have Rakib from Bangladesh, welcome. Very excited to see you all here today. Once again, my name is Angie with Olymp Trade, and our main topic for today is going to be Forex. Alrighty, so I do see that everything is fine in chat. I will check at the end of the stream to see how everybody's doing, and I'll answer your questions as well. Now you won't see me on the platform, but you can hear me, so no worries. So let's start with our stream. Now, before we start with Forex, I do want to mention, I see that there are new people joining us for the first time. My friends, go ahead and make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. Go ahead and click on the red subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Give me a like, of course. And also ring the bell so that you don't miss out on any important notifications. And you'll get reminders whenever we have live streams and different events as well. The second thing that I would like to mention is I'll go ahead and give you the promo code for this week. The promo code you see displayed on the chart right now, it is SAFE and then the number 13. This promo code you can use when you are making your deposit, and this will add plus 30% to your deposit. The promo code works until next Monday, which is April the 20th. And so my friends, please enjoy. Make sure that you use it in the allotted time. Once again, the promo code is SAFE and then the number 13, which is plus 30% to your deposit. You can just use it whenever you are making your deposit. You can enter it into the promo code section. And one more thing I would like to mention. I know a lot of people, for those of you who have been here before, we do have giveaways and bonuses for our dear traders. And what I would like to ask you to do is once this stream is finished, the video is going to be uploaded to our YouTube channel. And what I would like to ask for you guys to do is leave a comment below the video once it's posted on our YouTube channel. And join me next Tuesday, that's going to be April the 21st, next Tuesday for our live stream, same time, same place. So that's 1 p.m. GMT plus 3, that's 11 a.m. GMT. And during next week's stream on Tuesday, I'm going to choose a random comment below this video, and I'm going to give out a risk-free trade. So my friends, please don't forget to leave your comments below this video once it's posted on our YouTube channel, and don't forget to join me next Wednesday. And so let's start with Forex. You can choose, the Olymp Trade platform offers two fantastic trading instruments, which is FTT, that's fixed time trading, and Forex. You can switch between the two instruments in the upper left corner of the platform. You can click you can click right here on this asset, and here's where you can switch between fixed time trading and Forex. So today we are focusing on Forex, and of course once you choose the Forex, you can choose any currency pair that you would like to have displayed or that you would like to trade on your chart. Also here is where you can find all the different assets that you can trade. They are a little bit different. They're similar but slightly different on Forex. We do have indices. Indices is like a combination of different regional stocks of different companies. So we have, for example, you can focus on the flag right here next to each asset. So for example, this is the index for French CAC 40. For example, this is the United States Dow Jones. This is the Euro area Euro Stocks 50. And for example, this is the United Kingdom FTSE 100. You can also find different ETFs below here as well. This is also like a combination of different stocks that can be different for like different industries. Like for example, right here we have real estate. This is natural gas and so forth. So don't forget to check out the different assets that are available. Metals, so this is like commodities. On Forex, we have available gold and silver. Here you can find, of course, the different currency pairs of different countries. For example, like the Euro US dollar, the most traded currency in the world, currency pair in the world. Then we have cryptocurrencies where you can find Bitcoin and Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, and so forth. And then different company stocks. We do have 5 different stocks available. There is a time limit of when the trades open for these stocks. So on Forex, you can trade the stocks of Apple, Facebook, Google, IBM, and Microsoft. What's really great about this platform is that you don't actually have to purchase any. You don't have to purchase any of the stocks. So you can basically just trade them on the platform without purchasing them. So basically, this is also where you can find the different assets. Now let's go ahead and look on the other side, the right-hand side of our platform. So Forex works differently from fixed time trading. This is basically, with Forex, our profit derives from how far the price moves in the direction of the price of our trade. So basically, if we believe that the price of an asset will rise, we would click on the green buy button and we would wait for the price to rise as far as possible before we close our trade. So for example, we could enter a buy trade right here, and then we would actually wait for all of the price for the price to reach as high as possible before we close our trade, because this is how our profit is calculated. So likewise, if we believe that the price of an asset is going to drop, if it's going to decrease, we would click on the red sell button and wait for the price of the asset to move down as far as possible before closing our trade. Now, my friends, if you recall yesterday, I mentioned that fixed time trading profit is fixed based on the rate of return, this percentage that we have next to each asset. So don't forget, so this is just the difference here is that on Forex, our profit is determined by how far the price moves. So it depends on the price movement. Now, the next difference I just mentioned is that with Forex, the traders, we decide when to close the trade. Because if you recall on fixed time trading, my friends, if you missed the stream yesterday, I highly encourage you. I explained everything with the fixed time trading. You see, with fixed time, the trade will close automatically after a specific time. With Forex, we decide and we control when to close the trade. Now, there are a few scenarios of how this can happen. The first is that we can close the trade manually. This means that we are watching the chart, we're watching the price movement, and then we're going to manually close the trade. by clicking the close button. Now there is also the option of setting a take profit and a stop loss. Let me go ahead and explain. Now, take profit can be set so that the price of the chosen asset, whenever it reaches a certain price level, the trade will close automatically. This is very useful so that you don't miss out on profitable opportunities. So basically, as you can see, the price is always moving up and down and up and down and up and down. And let's say that we open a buy trade. Let's say we open a buy trade right here. And the price starts rising nice and high, but where maybe, for example, maybe we're looking at a different chart, or maybe we have stepped away from the computer. And basically, while we're away, the price starts moving back down. So we have missed this, we could potentially have missed the opportunity to close our trade and collect our profit before the price reversed back to the downside. So don't forget to use the take profit. And of course, I will definitely show you how to use this in just a few minutes. The next thing, the next option for closing the trade is called stop loss. That's right below the take profit. So this is probably the perfect time to remind you that with Olymp Trade, you cannot lose more than the amount of your trade, regardless of how much you have on your account. So basically, your stop loss is going to be automatically by default be set to the amount of your trade. So basically, if I enter my trade for $100, as you can see right here, my stop loss will be automatically set for -$100. But we can also adjust the stop loss to minimize our losses. And of course, hang tight, please. I will explain and then I will show you how this works. So once again, if I enter my trade for $100, although I have $7,864 on my account, $100 is potentially the maximum amount that I can potentially lose. And now let me go ahead and tell you about the multiplier. So this is where we would choose the amount of our trade, and this is where we can choose our multiplier. Now, the multiplier is a financial instrument that allows us to increase our trade by a factor of 50, 100, 200, or 500. The way that it works is that the smaller the multiplier, the less risk your trade has, but then again, the less potential profit. The higher the multiplier to use, the more risk, but then again, on the other hand, the higher the potential profit. So basically, if you are more sure or more positive and you have a really good signal to enter a trade, you can use a higher multiplier. If you are not sure, or if you expect that there could be some kind of volatility on the market, then it is best advised that you use a smaller multiplier. During this time right now, we have the pandemic, we have the coronavirus. There is a lot of unexpected volatility on the market. There's like different news releases. Sometimes central banks have emergency meetings, and there's different statistics and reports that come out that have an influence on the fluctuation of the price movement. So during these times of uncertainty and during the coronavirus outbreak, we do, I would recommend that you use a smaller multiplier so that you are, so that you give your trade some room to breathe. I would say that. Now, of course, show you how this works. Now, I'm going to show you the difference between the different multipliers so that you understand on a demo account, because I think that visually this is the easiest way to understand and show you what I mean. By the way, right here in the upper right corner is where you can choose between your real account and your demo account. So demo account is where you can practice using the same assets, using the same chart that is displayed, but basically this is more for practice. These are virtual funds. Even if the balance runs out, you can just click on this refill button and then another balance will appear here so that you can you can try out different strategies and try out different assets, and basically you can practice trading here. And so what I would like to show you is that I'm going to open 2 trades for $100. I'm going to open one trade with a 50 multiplier, And the next one that I'm going to open is with a 500 multiplier. Now, one thing that I wanted to mention that I forgot to mention, I apologize, is that whenever we are opening our trades on Forex, there is a commission charged for opening the trade. You can see the commission right here. It is always displayed, and you can always see it prior to opening your trade. The amount of the trade, look right here. Go ahead and pay attention. The amount of the trade obviously has an effect on the commission. So for $10, I would pay $1.50, and for $100, I would pay $15. And also the multiplier also has an effect on the commission. So with a 50 multiplier, my commission would be about $2, and with a 500 multiplier, my commission would be $15. And so once again, let me go ahead and show you how the multiplier works. So right here, I have a trade with $100 and a 500 multiplier. And let's say I enter a sell trade. Okay, I mentioned that by default, automatically, your stop loss is going to be minus $100. So this is that minus 100. And this is using the 500 multiplier. My commission was $15. And let's say I want to set my take profit. Remember, I told you about the take profit so that we don't miss out on any opportunities when the price reaches a certain level. And let's say that I put my stop loss about right here. As you can see, so once again, this is a 500 multiplier. See how close the stop loss is? This means that if the price starts moving in the opposite direction against my trade, because I entered a sell trade and I believe that the price will decrease. If the price starts moving up, once it reaches this level right here, the trade will close, and my account will be minus $100. If the trade goes down to this level that I mark right here, then my trade will close with a take profit of $111. Now, the second scenario, same $100, but with a 50 multiplier. Once again, you see that my commission is going to be less. And once again, I am entering the same trade I am selling. Now, the big difference is, look at where my stop loss is. Now, this could be used two different ways. I can leave my stop loss all the way up here and give my trade room to breathe. That means that if there is an unexpected spike, or there's some volatility on the market and the price goes up to here, but then it goes back down here, my trade is not going to close while the price is fluctuating. Okay? And once again, I'm going to set my take profit in that same area that I placed it for the other trade, so right here. And as you can see, if the price does move in the direction of my trade, once it reaches this level, my profit is going to be $9.08. So check this out. Now pay attention to the chart. This is the trade with the 50 multiplier. This is the trade with the 500 multiplier. My stop loss is a lot closer, so my trade has a lot less room to breathe. But then again, my potential profit is a lot higher, whereas with the 50 multiplier. So with the 50 multiplier, I have less risk because my trade has more room to breathe. But then again, my potential profit is going to be less. The other way that we can use this is that I mentioned that we can adjust the stop loss. So basically, what I can do is I can pull the stop loss down, let's say to about this area, and basically if the trade does move in the opposite direction, so away from the direction of our trade, whenever the price reaches this level, my trade will close, but I will only lose $20, not the full $100. Whereas with the 500 multiplier, I really don't have that choice because my stop loss is already pretty close. So I can adjust it, but only to bring it even closer. So my friends, this is how the multiplier works. And let me go ahead and show you here on the real account. Just like with fixed time trading that we went over yesterday, that's FTT, you can also set an order on Forex. By setting an order, this means that the trade will open at some time in the future, and you can set your trade to open at a specific time or when the price reaches a specific quote, meaning price level. Now, my friends, I did mention this yesterday, but in case we have, we have newcomers today, I highly advise you guys to get acquainted with the platform so that when you are trading, you can trade comfortably. So that make sure that you check out all of these different options, these menu options, click on all the buttons so that you get familiar with the chart. Also, don't forget to click on the settings right here, so you can basically adjust the way your chart is displayed. For example, the multiplier is displayed right here. If we click on here, then it disappears. So if you're looking for it, if you're saying, Angie, I'm not sure what's going on, I don't have it on my platform, don't forget to go into the settings. Oops, the settings, and make sure that these options are turned on. And so with the order, basically, if we click on order, just like I mentioned, basically you can set the order to open at a specific price. So we would enter a price right here, or at a specific time, and we can specify the time. Just the same way we can choose the amount of our trade, choose our multiplier. Oops, excuse me. Choose the multiplier. We can even set our take profit and stop loss from the beginning, and then of course we up to open a buy trade for price increase and down for a sell trade for price decrease. So don't forget that these options are available for you. Now, once again, I think the order here is also, if you go into settings, just in case if you're not seeing it, it's called pending trade. So once again, if it's unclicked, it disappears. So make sure that it is turned on so that you can enjoy all of the advantages of the platform. And so, my friends, I think this is a good time to open a trade. What do you guys think? Let me go ahead and check in chat to see how everybody is doing. Let's see here. What's the best indicator for Forex? Now, there are a lot of different indicators. For example, right here on the chart that I have displayed in front of me right now, I'm basically only using levels of resistance and support, and I'm using 3 moving averages. We went over moving averages yesterday. You can find those in the indicators tab. These are all the different indicators that you can use. Now, my friends, we are going to have we have a lot of very interesting streams coming up. We'll have a separate stream on technical analysis where we'll discuss all the different indicators and how you can use technical analysis. We'll have a stream on fundamental analysis and news trading. So, my friends, stay tuned, and please make sure that you join us and don't miss out. Okay, and I do see my colleagues are helping me in chat. Thank you so much for that. And now let's go ahead and open a few trades. Now, one of the things that I was looking at this morning, I just want to show you how this works. I was looking at GBP AUD. That's the British pound against the Australian dollar. Right down here is where you can change the different time frames. This means that each, for example, right here I have 1 hour. I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame, and this basically shows us how each candlestick, each candlestick basically shows us how the price moved and changed within 1 hour. So each hour the candlestick changes. So basically, I'm just using a trend line, which was acting as support. We can see here that the price has broken below the support trend line, and we see that the price has actually moved below the 13 and 200 EMA. So the price has moved below the moving average, and it does look like the 13 EMA wants to intersect the 200 EMA down. So in this scenario, I would enter a sell trade. We also see these tails, these wicks. This means that basically during this hour, so this is where the price opened, where it closed, but it reached a high here. But this is basically what we call rejection of higher prices. And so in this case, I would enter a sell trade. I'm going to just decrease the amount of my trade slightly. I'm going to use $50. And I'm probably going to use, with different assets and the different situations on the market, sometimes the multipliers will also change. So I'm going to use the 100 multiplier, and I'm going to click on the sell, the red button, because I believe that the price is going to go down. So when I click on sell, this is where my stop loss is. And also I'm going to go ahead and set my take profit. Now I do believe our first target to the downside would be around the 48 EMA, but the price can potentially move as low as this level of support right here. So basically, as you can see, like our levels of support and resistance is where the price has stalled or rested repeatedly before breaking out and moving on in the direction of the trade. And likewise, so basically my take profit now is at $17, and I'm going to go ahead and move my stop loss down to minimize my losses. And if I drag it down to about right here to the let's see here, I would like to move it slightly above this this maximum right here. So this is a minus 15. Now technically, basically, it is more advisable for you to have your stop loss set with a ratio of 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. So basically, now I am going to be monitoring the situation. I'm going to be following the price chart to see how the price is moving. If it continues to move down, I'm going to drag my take profit down to about right here to so that I can get the maximum profit. So for the time being, I'm going to leave it here, but I'm going to watch it, and if something, I'm going to adjust it down. Another thing that I wanted to show you is for Euro US dollar. And I was actually looking at the 4-hour time frame. Let's see here. We do have an intersection. The 13 EMA it has moved, is trying to cross the 48 EMA down. Whenever we have the faster moving average crosses the slower moving average, for example, from top to bottom, then we can enter a sell trade. And when the price, when the moving average crosses the other moving average from bottom to top, this gives us a signal to enter a buy trade. Now, ideally, what I would like to do is I would like to wait for the price to actually break below this this trend line up in order to enter my trade. We do have a little spike, so it's kind of trying to move below it, but it hasn't broken below it yet. So basically, I think this would be a really a great time for me to show you how to open an order, so like a pending trade. So basically, I've entered my, I'll put a horizontal level of support right here, and this is just so that I can see this price right here. So if I click on order, I believe that the price will go down, but I want to wait for a confirmation. So basically, I would choose by asset price, and right here I would change it to this price right here. So 08 2505. I'm going to use the same $50 and minimum multiplier, so actually I'll use the 100 multiplier. And basically, I'm not going to set a take profit or stop loss at this time. Well, actually, I think we can go ahead and to minimize our losses, let's see, my trade is going to be for $50. So I'll enter my stop loss at about $25 and then adjust it as we go. And then I click down. So my request was created successfully, and this means that whenever the price reaches this level, and let me go ahead and move this. So if you can see, basically there's like a little red line right here. This means that whenever the price reaches this level, the trade will open to the downside. Now, my friends, this is pretty much what I wanted to show you and explain how Forex works on the Olymp Trade platform. Make sure that you don't miss out on any of our other streams, and please make sure to check the fixed time trading stream from yesterday. Don't forget that there are 2 fantastic instruments that are available for you. Let's see here. Ori is asking, hey Angie, when putting your take profit, do you include your stake, or you just quote you want to take on top of your stake? Let's see here. So basically, I set my take profit based on levels where they can potentially reach. So basically, I look back in history. Let me go ahead and go back to GBP AUD. Go ahead and show you. And I was looking at the 1 hour time frame. There are different ways that you can set the take profit. And this is 1 day, excuse me. And I was looking at the 1 hour. So basically, you can set your take profit based on certain levels of support and resistance. So and these are, you see how the price moved up right here, and then it kind of fluctuated in this area right here. So this shows me that this is a level of support. This is a strong level. So this is why I've chosen this level where my potential take profit will be. Also, this is a good target. You see, a lot of times I try to look for where the moving averages intersected. This can also this also indicates a level. So I can technically place my take profit about here. Okay, and then if we look back in history, you see this line, and you see the price couldn't breach this level here. It did breach here, but then it stalled again here. So this basically shows us that this is a potential area of where the price can stall or stop further movement to the downside. So this is where I took my, this is where you can set your take profit, for example. Let's see here, on GBP AUD, I am looking at the 1 hour time frame. Let's see here. Now, before we go any further, I want to go ahead and remind you about the promo code. It is now again displayed on the chart. The promo code is SAFE, and then the number 13. This will add 30% to any to your deposit, and it works until next Monday, April the 20th. Also, my friends, if you are new, please make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. Click the red button. Please give this video a thumbs up, give me a like if you enjoyed the stream, and of course ring the bell so that you don't miss out on any important notifications. My friends, thank you so much for joining today. I love seeing each and every one of you. Don't forget to leave comments below this video, and don't forget to include your account ID number so that I know who to assign the risk-free trade to. And then join me next Tuesday, same time, same place, 1 p.m. GMT plus 3, or that's 11 a.m. GMT. And we'll continue with our live streams and on different topics. And of course, I will give out a risk-free trade next Tuesday by a random picker for, I will randomly choose one of the comments below this video. Once again, thank you so much for joining, and I will see you guys next time.